What's up, everybody? Today I decided to do a video on why I hate hypocrites. Now, for those who don't know what a hypocrite is someone who tells you to do something, or they preach about something and they don't even do it themselves. Like they tell you morals and then they go against those very same morals, as if, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For an example, right? I got a friend who he would probably would tell me like something along the lines of, yo man, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that, you know, it's I wouldn't do it, blah blah blah. And then, you know, when the situation goes on the other foot with him, and here I go trying to watch back to see if he's gonna do what he's already preaching to me about, and he don't even do it. He does exactly the opposite, and therefore I had to call him out as a hypocrite, you know. And he's looking at it like, no, I'm not a hypocrite. And I'm like, yeah, you are, because, you know what I mean, you just told me to do something of that same similar situation, and here you go not even doing what you're preaching to me. So it's like, to me, I look at it as being a hypocrite. I don't know if you guys see it like that. I don't know. Let me know. I just look at it like, let me give you like a real example. Like, let's just say I went to, I don't know, I went to the movies, right? And I went to go see, you know, I want to go see an action film, right? Now here he goes, probably like saying like, no man, yo, action films are whack. They're gay. You know, they don't even do it justice no more. Blah blah blah. And you know, and because I'm being me and I like action films, I still went and go see the movie because that's something I like. Now, let's just say a couple months down the road, a film comes out in the movie theaters that like screams fucking action, right? All across the board. And he'll probably like saying something along the lines of, yo man, I came to go see that movie, yo, blah blah blah. And I'd be like, yo, do you know it's action, right? You know how much you just told me you just despise action films anymore because they don't do it justice, blah blah blah. And you know, it's probably the same director, the same kind of characters. Maybe it's a sequel to what I just watched months ago. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, and it'll be like, and he'll still go see the fucking movie and be like, oh man, it was awesome. It was, you know, it was great. And I'm like, but it's action films. You just told me you don't like action films, so why are you all ecstatic about this one because it screams action films? And it's just like, oh no man, did I hear? But it's different. That's different. You know, I'm like, how's it different? They're both action films. You know what I mean? You just told me this one sucks, but the other one you like. You know what I mean? Like like you don't make sense, guy. That's how I feel. And to be honest, I try to like not be a hypocrite myself. Like if there's times I even slip up. I may even do something, and then once I thought about it, I'd be like, oh yeah, damn. I don't want to be labeled as a hypocrite, you know. So, you know what I mean, I catch myself and try to do what is necessary to be done, you know. But when I try to call it out to some people just acting like they're like, oh, they quick to call people hypocrites, but they don't want to call themselves hypocrites, even though they do the exact same shit these other people do. And you know what I mean, I just had to put a video out because I'm like, yo, this shit has to stop. I fucking hate that shit. I hate that shit with a passion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate it so much that even though when I catch myself falling underneath that shit, I fucking try to get up out of it because I'm not trying to hate myself. You know what I mean? Like, I have to avoid that shit at all costs. But when I try to say things and when I do things, I really do go with 100% in mind that I'm doing this shit for me. I'm doing things for me. I'm speaking my mind. You know what I mean? Like 100%. Like I don't hold back. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. So I'm very literal when it comes to shit like that. When you tell me things, you have to be literal about it, because if you're not, like, I fucking be like, I'll hold your word to it, and then when I call you out on it, we're gonna have some fighting words after that if you don't even comply to what I'm saying to you, because that's how the kind of person I am. So, I'm just trying to do this quick vid real quick. Um, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about hypocrites. I fucking hate them. Try not to be one of them. And I speak towards everybody. Don't try to fall underneath that line, man, because nobody likes hypocrites. If you have morals, you have shit that you follow. Like, if there's a certain personal code you follow, you stick to it. You know what I mean? You stick to it to the end. You don't just, fall under, peer pressure, all this other shit, just to act cool and shit. Because, once people call you out on hypocrite, next in line is a fake. You know what I mean? Like, all that shit, a liar and all that. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to be labeled as all those, because ain't nobody gonna fucking trust you. Ain't nobody gonna fucking believe you when the time you need them to believe you. That's just how it is. So on that note, I catch y'all guys later. Peace.